Hello? Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Hello? How are you? Are you well? I hope you are. Isn't this unexpected? And we're playing Pillars of Eternity. Isn't that unexpected as well? I know. Well, what can I say? You know, something happened tonight. Yeah, we've got some free time. So awesome. So I thought, you know what? Let's get back on the game. Back on Pillars of Eternity. Because boy, do we have a long way to go. Here we go. You can't hear anything just yet because it's one of those games that's rather clever. Whoa, where the sound is muted when you come out the window, which is fine for you. And I'm hoping then that it's okay for that. But anyway, yes. If you remember last time we went to this new town, we're looking for a watcher of some kind. It looks like it's cutting off my screen there. There we go. That's better. Has it changed it for you? No, it's just changed it for me because I've gone way too high up. But yes, I need to talk to people because there's some people who might not be with me.
How may I help?
Once I'm done. So Aloth. I don't think it might be him, but I'll speak again anyway. Aloth looks at you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? Tell me about Adir. Have I already done that one? Let's do it again. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Adir as home. With thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. He frowns. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk. More attentive to insult than to duty, but as long as one avoids a provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself, anyway. How long were you in Gilded Vale? He shrugs, fidgeting with the hem of his sleeve. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Well, you're in charge here. As far as I'm concerned, any place is better than Gilded Vale. His eyes dart to Ida. No offence. Good. That's all. That's one down.
Hey.
I think it was him, wasn't it, who we need to speak to, and also with the boggly-eyed man, Billy Connolly. They're the two key elements, but also him, the new fella, Canna.
What's on your mind?
Need to find out. Oh, good. Is he going to speak or not? Oh, it looks like we've asked all of this. We've asked him all this, so let's move on. He's the Billy Connolly. So apologies. And what must you say now?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I wanted to ask about the region and its history. Jones grunts. Can you tell me about the Hollowborn?
That's a curse that runs deeper.
Told you.
It's a godhammer of a different sort. And like the godhammer, it was made by men's hands.
So I bet you if we take out the mayor, everything will be fine in there. All things have a price. Left unchecked, faithlessness, virtues, it leaves marks on souls until souls don't have the strength to enter bodies that are pure. Animancers, ciphers, all who play games with the fabric of souls are to blame for the barren field they leave behind. Junes glares at you. Even watchers can do the same. Some simply watch, others try to weave souls, guide them as surely as Wadwin across Evan Dur. He turns away. That is why I correct the Hollowborn when I find them, and the ones whose hands have led to this seed being spilled on the ground. Oh, does he? correct the Hollowborn? Hollowborn.
There are fewer souls. There are more vessels. It is simply equaling of the process.
Okay. So that's murder. It doesn't bother you to end them. It doesn't bother you to end them?
I feel more remorse in putting down a slathering hound. A wict? Less than a mongrel in its misery. Murder is a kindness, not a crime. Always has been. I would sooner put the blade to those who are to blame instead. If any spirit should be punished, it's theirs.
And who's to blame? The fields of the Deerwood are filled with weakness, ripe for those that play with souls, minds. His face wrinkles in a frown. Animancers and their kind, watchers too, they bear more of the burden than their victims, and more of the punishment. Every year has seen a new crime: the Saints' War, the Hollowborn, and the Salvation. There is no proof watchers are to blame for these events. There are few who can shape a soul in such fashion. Jones stares at you, and any watcher, any true watcher born in Deerwood, would be able to see the crime, even if they did not cause it. Silence itself is damning. Why don't you end me then?
Murder you? I would not grant you any of them. The mercy I grant the Hollowborn. You would not be deserving of it.
You'd equate murder with mercy?
Murder is an old word. Mercy is letting a soul fly free to the next body. True punishment? Ruining someone to their soul. Crack their spirit like you would crack their skulls with a staff. Beat them. Hurt them in mind and body, so their souls become shards. But you leave it inside the vessel, like a bag of glass, to either choke on it or pass it through their bloody stool.
Lovely, I've just thought something. Have I actually changed? I've not changed the title of the game. Sorry about that. And we're back.
Then, leave it in the body to think on it, like planting a new field with the right seed.
That sounds like you've committed it to memory.
Many marks may I make upon your flesh, but flame leaves marks that cannot heal. Magran doctrine dictates true punishment is one that remains in memory, in the soul, in the flesh. Even should the victims die, slowly or swift, sometimes by their own hand afterwards, the lesson lingers, burned in their flesh.
That seems harsh.
Have you seen a man branded by flame? He remembers it always, in every waking movement. It is a lesson writ in the only ink and vellum that matters: blood and flesh. One can burn the soul as well. It is an art, and I do not take pleasure in it. But there is more at stake here than forgiveness. Many of Aethys's faith were punished in the purges following the Saints' War. And the ones that harmed children, they suffered worse.
What do you mean?
We did what must be done. Wherever they were rooted out, their souls reclaimed. And if they couldn't be reclaimed, we ensured they would never inhabit another body.
Well, I want to ask you about the reason that it's history, actually. Do you think there's any tie between the Hollowborn and the Godhammer?
Aethys was the god of rebirth, and his light does not fall on the deer wood. I've heard some claim it's his doing, his death. It's closed the halls to new souls. I doubt it. The Hollowborn have their roots in the acts of men, women. I feel it.
Wanted to ask him about the reason his history still. Keep troubling me and I may extend the tithe bowl for each question. Enough questions for now. Let the road keepers until the next campfire. Oh, that's fine. He's just said enough.
What?
I wonder if I can do it. Oh, there's something else. Yeah. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
Tell me more. Tell me about Magrin. Are you a servant of Whale? That mysteries in question remain with him, at least until the next time we need rest. Oh, he really is shutting me down. Let's try one more time. Your face is full of need, Jones nods. It looks to burst if you didn't speak. I had questions I wanted to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I want to know more about you. He grunts. Where are you from?
Where I hail from? From one of Magrin's fires. A cathedral. Ashfall. Made of blackened trees. I studied the scriptures there. The fires carved into the land. The trunks of the burnt trees. And in the factories where the rifles and cartridges were shaped. All are chapels in other devotions.
Other devotions? Durance nods. For Magrin, any fire is enough for worship, physical or not. A blacksmith's anvil, a craftsman's bench, surely arenas where fire is waiting to be born. Durance snaps his finger. It just needs a spark, like an alchemical fire, or sparked cartridges to speed them to their purpose. Their purpose? Jones tilts his head, thinking, well, their purpose, then. It was many thens ago. Jones scratches his beard. Beard was a little brighter than now. But yes, cartridges, guns, all had a purpose, and that purpose was punching holes in mages and letting their pompous air hiss out. Jones gives a half smile and then a nod. Woke their kind right up, and kept them staring at the ceiling in the dark instead of sleeping, that's for certain. Aloth rolls his eyes. Pompous air indeed. A little violence as an accounting, an answer for unchecked power. Well, Magrin gave an answer for that. Magrin put Magrin put soldiers and mages on equal footing. Jones nods again. Mages were troublesome in that time. Firearms made every man a mage, and a caster's pretty arcane shield was little match for them. It turned each commoner into a beast that could spit fire. It levelled the field of battle, that's for certain, made many mage a grave. Tell me more about Ashfall. Is it as fun as it sounds? Do you have whale's eyes painted on your skin? There's more mysteries than questions, and even marching force of answers that won't placate you. Even soldiers need to let their thoughts settle, just as their priests do. In other words, shut up. Right.
What?
Let's try again. Because I'm a glutton. I had a question I want to ask you.
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skinning your knuckles on the wrong door.
I want to ask about the region and its history. Ugh. Fine. Campfire it is then.
Hey.
You. Have I spoken
What's
to you
on your
about
mind?
anything? I think I have. I want to ask something about you. I've asked all about that.
What's on your mind?
Wondering
It
about
makes
Aethys.
two of us.
Okay, yeah. Why did you choose to worship Aethys in the beginning?
Raised that way. My family's been Aethasian going way back. Suppose it wasn't much of a choice at first. Don't know for sure why my family started worshipping him. Probably because of Gon looking after folks like us.
He looks you in the eye, conspiratorial. Could just be as well that my ancestor did something so bad only Aethys could forgive. It'll explain a lot about where I got some of my less respectable traits. Did you only worship him because that's how you were raised? I mean, if so, I can totally understand that. Being a Catholic and all, or raised Catholic anyway. Yeah.
There was something I genuinely liked about Aethys. Always. Like he understood people better than the other gods. Knew all our flaws and weaknesses and accepted us for that. Folks are at their worst when they're afraid. A god like Aethys, he made you realize there was nothing to fear. Made you a better person. Of course, he goes away for a few years, and look what happens.
What made you think Wadwin didn't speak for Aethys?
Was his actions. I mean, not when he started his rebellion, and not even when he took over Rhaed Saris. It was when he sent his armies into Deerwood.
Up to that point, he was sticking up for his people. That's what Aethys does. At least the Gorn part of him. Those farmers were starving and their government didn't lift a finger. I figured if it wasn't Aethys himself, at least he had the right idea. But then he sent armies across the border, even crossed it himself in the end. Word was he was chasing refugees that escaped the rebellion, wanted to punish them and punish us for allowing them to live there, or live here. That just didn't fit for me. Those are the deeds of a vengeful god. Skaen or Wodaka, maybe. Or just a man who had lost his sense. I still have trouble believing it, but there's no one left to ask if it's true. Tell me about the purges.
You sure you don't want to talk about something more pleasant? Like the War of Black Trees or the Legacy or something?
It's eye-opening seeing just how naked you are when you've got no god to protect you. The Saints' War was a hard time to be a Deerwoodian. People thought it was the end times. They talked big about how we were going to defeat a god, but I don't think there was a man from here to the White March didn't think he was going to die. It does something to you, thinking you're going to die at someone else's hands. There's a rage that comes, indignation. Imagine a whole country full of that. It might have been Cold Morn that started it. Town near the border. They let Wadwin march right on through. The rest of Deerwood cursed their names till the end of the war. Some say it was the Aethasians there that persuaded the town not to oppose the army. Others said it was just cowardice. It was like the Legacy that way. No one knew the real reason, so they just picked whichever one best suited what they wanted to believe. Either way, that town was burning before the first ashes of Aethys hit the ground, and it felt good to the people here to be in control after being so helpless. So the virus spread. A lot of us Aethasians went the way of our god. There were claims from the Church of Magrin that she had actually commanded the purges. I found that hard to believe. Sounded to me like people doing what they wanted, wrapping their god around it like she was a cloak. Then again, that's what I thought about Wadwin. Okay,
What's
so
on your mind?
we've kind of got polar opposites then. Yeah.
What's on your mind?
We have got polar opposites in endurance and either in the way they believe, and we might even get
Following your lead. Yes, my friend?
How are you holding up? I've asked you that already. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about Rawatai.
Ah, Rawatai. Shall I describe the pearl-white sands, the sapphire waters, the multi-hued tiles of the rooftops, like a mosaic upon the coast? Sorry.
Do you have a shop? Was there something specific you wanted to know? Tell me about the kingdom of Rawatai in general. It's a long journey by ship to the north, past Zamatil? I forget how they pronounced that word before, and he's not spoken it again, hopefully. And across the sea. We have settled much of the Gulf and established more recent trading colonies all along the coast. We live as best as we can, like anyone else. Our land is plagued by storms, and so we stand together, whatever corner of Rawatai we hail from, otherwise we'd never survive. I had other questions. You know what, let's be on our way. Do you know anything about this place? Let's do that first. Cain knew it as a marvel, an ugly, crumbling marvel, but even so, it's overshadowed by what it sits upon. But the keep itself can tell you much about the Adiran settlement. They're very rigid people, I find. Okay, let's be on our way then. Let's do some bloody playing. It's 20 minutes. We've had a bit of chat.
Do you think he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? I mean, he doesn't have to know.
Okay, we've got things all about us. Ooh, what's that? Whispers of Yenwood. Ooh, a unique one-handed sword. That might have my name all over it. I've just had something. Hello? 1 second. Death Feigning, thank you very much for the follow. We are playing...
Yes?
We're playing Pillars of Eternity right now. Still early on, and, well, here we go. We're up into a fight. What have we got? We've got a Shadow, and we have a Phantom. Okay, let's just have at the... Let's just everyone go for one at first. Okay, let's get some skills on the go. Knock back, please. Good, that's them. Okay, let's focus on him. Be okay. No, you're not okay at all. Oh, okay.
Onward! Onward!
He's near death. Come on, just keep on going. Another few hits. You should be having him. Good. What did they drop?
I'm here.
And Spirit Residue. Excellent. What was I doing before that? I was checking out that sword. Who had that sword? Or has it gone straight into the chest? It probably went straight into the chest. It's that one there. Let's have a look at that one, please. Because I've got a feeling it might be right up my street. Let's switch out the bullets. So what have we got? Uh, 13 to 18 slash Pierce. What are you? Or is it not as good, really? Slings. Oh, spirits though. Okay, so that might actually be good for this area. Let's give it a go. Oh. Give it a go. Ooh, look at that. He's all flaming. Look at that. Very cool. Okay. Right, let's carry on, shall we?
I'm here.
We had some things to look at as well. The grey and brown pelts of mice flit between the boards. I forgot that this is not a WASD one. What does that say? The brazier's chains are rigid with rust. Let's get sneaking.
And what does the flame reveal?
There might be more stuff. As when I say stuff, I mean evil shadows. Like him. Oh, we've got a steward. As you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Cadnua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
I'm looking for Merwold.
As am I. If you should happen to find him, I would be glad to know of it. Each day his absence brings new dust to my halls, new cracks to my stones. It's shameful is what it is. The Earl would never have let it come to this. You are free to search for him here. I will unbar the way.
Excellent. You said these were your halls.
Not as a land is its lord's, more as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent. When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it, to go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth's usher finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
Tell me more about Merwold.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea where I can find Merwold?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. One of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
What Earl were you speaking of?
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Eir Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
What did he find?
An endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them.
Well, I guess we know where we're going then.
After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, wasted. Meowall's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Well, farewell indeed. But there's also something here. I was actually moving for that rather. Sadly. No, he's not spotted me yet, has he? Let's pull out.
Brave does.
No, it's too late. He has seen me. Go, 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 go. You need to come out of the way there before
He lost your lead.
your health is never good anyway.
I shall deal with this.
What?
Go for it. Good. Excellent bit of work there. And let's pick up his dust that he's left behind. Right. The Watcher returns. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in her voice. The Watcher returns. Well, one of them at least. Have you had any luck finding Meerwald? Not yet.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Indeed.
Hello. Hello?
Is it me you're looking for? Okay, let's go through this door. Door number 2. Oh,
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
she turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints, you've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. She didn't actually say that at all. Oh no, she did say that. It's a bit weird. Anyway, I'm going mental. Just like we agreed, alright? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. What are you talking about? Or, do I say nothing? Say nothing.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
She crushes another husk between finger and thumb. Remind me what happened to, my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
He was one of the people the Glanfathans killed? That's what I said. Her voice is low and hoarse, and her hand is frozen over the basket. Something dark and empty clouds over her eyes.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Right, so They head down, so let's go back. Let's
Nice
turn
and
the back
quiet.
on. That one goes up, it looks like. Are there any other... Yes, there's another entrance here. Oh, which takes me... Is that going to take me outside? Loading completely... Ooh. Fancy. We're in a library. Let's have a look at the books on offer. Spiders have taken up residence in the empty shelves. Well, at least we don't have to fight them. Oh, but there is something there. Let's
I'm
see
here.
if we can get the jump on him this time.
Hey.
You switch out to your bows. Yeah, let's go after the phantom. Let's pause. Take out the phantom first.
Yes?
Boom. Okay, switch out then. There were some good hits there. Hopefully it did some damage. Did it do damage? Yes, badly injured. Very good. Right. Have at thee.
Yes?
Is repositioned. Very good, very good. I think that sword does wonders against spirits. Dust. Dust to dust. Right, let's get the sneaking back on.
Let's keep
in
quiet.
case there's more around the corner here.
Indeed.
Note up there? There is note up there. This map shows the Deerwood's old colonial borders. A settlement called New Dunerd is marked in the place of present-day Defiance Bay. New Dunerd? Dunerd? Must be Dunerd. It's a bit of a weird... Is there anything else to look at here? No, just that. Well, it just loaded up a separate room just for that. Okay, let's carry on. And after that loading screen again. So what's through this door? We got nothing, have we? Oh, we got a chest. That's empty. Well, that's fun. The best kinds of chests right there, the empty ones. Okay. Let's go up before we go down. Because down is a maze of catacombs. And that's going to take some time. So... let's have a look. It feels as if cobwebs are the only things holding this rickety old mess together. Something has made a nest out of old straw and mattress tickling. Mattress ticking. Sorry, that said tickling then. But what's mattress tickling? Oh dear. Is there anything else up here? Oh, you're kidding me. Just another dog leg. Ugh. Well, that was pointless then. We just came upstairs.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Where is my pot? Come on then. Why are they all quicker than me? I'm the only one moving along at like slow speed. It is.
And what does the flame reveal?
Come on then. Flame reviewer stairs that go down. You know what? I'm going to save the game here, just in case something bad happens. Save it from the barracks, actually. No, new save file. Kilmer with the caps lock on. Kilmer 3. Yes, please. Okay, we've got some spiders. Let's switch to long range. Long range? My god, my talking is completely terrible today. Right, you can fire that. You can fire that. That should... Oh, there's something else there as well. Another spider. Okay, switch that back out.
Hey.
Okay, everyone else, come on. Oh, okay, yeah. These are quite big. You might need some spells going on right now. What? Don't know if that'll technically work on beasts. That's just a freeze. Oh, arcane assault though. Let's do that. Oh yeah. Do it.
That's it!
Very good. Very good. Do you have things that you can do? You should be chanting, hopefully. You can do field triage. No, I'm not going to do that just yet. No, cancel that then. You can do that though, which is going to be a lot. Quite nice. Let's carry on then. Very good. Okay. Take the... Wow. There we go. Good. Very good. Hate spiders. Oh, spider legs. Awesome. How delightful. Doesn't look like the others have dropped anything, have they? No. No. The silver trails of slugs gleam inside the bowels. Oh, we've got another spider here. Did he not want to join in the ambush? Well, that's fine then.
Yes?
One at a time. Oh, there's another one there, damn it.
Brave Dalphilon believe.
Well, don't think that was enough. Oh, it's near death in a way. Let's just switch you out then. Go on.
Leave it to me!
Go on.
Feels like poison.
Oh, great. Good, thank
Of
you
course.
for shooting that. Well, it mean it got poisoned then. Oh. Okay, let's just focus on the mission here because we're getting spidered here.
Of
There's
course.
one in there. There is one in there. Go on, just take it out. Go on, all of us. All together. There we go. Same with you.
Onward!
Yeah, that's alright. Go on, everyone just attack the spiders. There's going to be more up here, isn't there? No.
Keeping an eye out.
Let's just check in case there's any traps though. Because that doesn't look pleasant. Oh, I can't actually interact with anything. Okay, let's go to door number 2. Nothing there, just a load of badness, sadness and badness. Oh, let's put fast mode on so that...
And what does the flame reveal?
Whoa! New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad. Commander. A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Adir insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side. Tell me about the orders.
The instructions come from Admeth Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the Deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
So I would gather then that we are still seeing the memories of the child who is now a soldier.
The better part of valor.
We are still seeing things. Oh, finally. The cot is rough with splinters. Worth it. I think that was everything. There's nothing up top there, was there? Oh, there might be. Don't recall. I think I checked those already, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Let's go back down. Let's continue onward.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Sneaky, sneaky. Okay.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. Almost time. Dai and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
What party?
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
The Riao? The ragged straps of paint on his face twist as he laughs. You may not like them. No, it doesn't sound like that at all. It was very much like, oh, you may not like them, but they're still our elders for now. The dead grey tooth peers from between his lips. That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Riao, they had no choice but to support us. There's no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fells you tonight, he laughs.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches towards your cheek, but stops midway, his spade fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. They were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
So is this still the same memory, I wonder? Or the same person, rather? Oh, we've got a weapon Just a standard spear, may as well take it. Let's go through the closed
I'll have this open in no time.
Good. Let's
It's
open
done.
it. Ah, good. Oh, there we go.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
A large liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction. We've found Merwold.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Merwold? I say, knowing he's Merwold. He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. He's a mental. All at once, he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Merwold isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit!
I'm a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Vale who thought you could help me.
Merwold will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
The old man turns his body away and has another muttered, sputtering argument facing the wall. When he turns back towards you, he takes a confident stance, and his chest is puffed out like a soldier's. A new strength enters his voice.
Come to speak to Merwold? Merwold whose touch is poison? Merwold who knows not his effect?
The man's posture folds, and the hands he'd held strongly at his sides a moment ago resume their original tremors. His voice is feeble and tentative. I was told I am a watcher, and that you could tell me more about it. And about a tablet of some worth after that, once you two have finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Peer and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged. It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
So he's the one who's having to do different voices as well as me. So how many of there are you?
Little I knew.
You seem to have lost your mind, like me.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Aloth's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Merwold has lost control. Merwold's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Merwold, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives? Which you kind of figured that, but yeah, let's act dumb.
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
He's talking about the two different wars fought back to back, long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. The usual conflicts between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 Claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Meowald's voice becomes raspy, and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Adir bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Ooh, dark. Meowald, what the hell did you do, or your previous soul, anyway? His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better than that to live in weakness. I'm just going to say, go on.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider. Wow. I wouldn't say conceived. More. What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn.
He looks
Light it.
He looks off to his side as if someone else standing nearby. What, so he came back in his next life to burn his own clan? No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul. Meowald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and Marauder. lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I don't know.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like that elsewhere since I've become a watcher, or became a watcher.
Oh, no, 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 no. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor man. Poor man.
They will take you too.
What? An inevitable madness? That can't be right. Kana folds his arms. There's always an answer to be found if you look hard enough. You're saying I'll end up like you?
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Meyerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
His face trembles involuntarily. There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The leaden key.
The leaden key? It seems we share an enemy, Kilmer Brunot. Assassins and Watchwakers both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this leaden key? This is from the first part where, or second part, where we saw the big whole shebang and the mechanism, and it created the shockwave that killed the entire party. Just for those catching up. So what can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets
For some reason it's
and
disillusioned.
deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they.
Who is
Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is this queen they pray to?
Woodica. Goddess.
Oh,
Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
if the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
Defiance Bay. I need to go so I can search for this man from the Leaden Key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Hold! I know your will, Die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
You're confusing me with someone from a past life.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Oh dear. Oh, who's that though? Oh, you've got a spirit as well. Okay. Very well. Looks like we're going to have to kill Merwald. Excuse me. It's funny because Merwald, I've been listening to some Big Finish recently, and I've listened to Doom Coalition Volume 1, which has an enemy called the 11, which is very similar to Merwald. It's got 11, a Gallifreyan Time Lord that has the 11 consciousness all present in the same body, fighting to come out, so it's quite amusing to have that. Anyway, I'm just stalling. Everyone.
Brave Dalf.
Let's get some other things on the go, eh? Can I do a heal? No. Let's leave it at that. You know what? He's actually quite tough. Adolf, come here. Oh, no, you're Adolf then, are you? Right, okay. Over there. Arcane Assault.
Yes.
I think I need to knock him down. Same with you. Shall leave that for now. Can I do anything for you? What can you do? Yes, let's do that.
Hey.
Yes?
Okay. The spirit's gone down. You, I worry. Wow. He's still quite powerful. Okay, we need to regroup here. Can you knock him down?
I'm here.
He does have a shield on. You're just gonna fire, aren't you? Might can resolve projection. Brilliance Infirmity. Contact causing them to become prone, okay. Store life insurance. I might do that, quite frankly, just because that would be quite nice. Those guys. And you, I think we are going to have to use something special here. Yes. Let's get some of that magic going.
Following your...
Let's see
Curses!
how we get in there. Try another knockdown. Okay. Oh, excellent. There we go. Go, 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 go. Everyone, go. He's barely injured. Jesus. Okay, he's tough. You need to move forward, pal. Come here. Aloth. Flames. Let's go and get everyone. Do that. On him.
Yes?
Curses!
Okay, let's see if we can do another knockdown. Okay. What's that do? Oh, 3 skeletons? Let's summon 3 skeletons, shall we? However, thunderous explosion. No, 3 skeletons, go on. Uh-oh, when a capture's health bar begins flashing red, it's a sign they may soon be maimed or killed, resting in or camping. Who's flashing? Okay.
Stir!
Oh, he's getting quite bad. Let's bring you back out there, pal.
To avenge!
Right, everyone. Wow, okay, yeah, he's doing quite bad. Second wind. Can you do that? Wow, okay, this is not well.
Consumed by the
Yep. Do that. Regenerate yourself. He's still barely injured. Okay, he's flanked now. Okay, you know what? Let's just reposition you. You can't do any more knockdowns, nor can you. Let's get some endurance in the go, though.
Hey.
What can you do? Second wind. Second chance. Might be needed, quite frankly. You are still quite bad. I'm just thinking. I need to do something else. Halt? No. Let's do something damaging.
Hey.
Good, he's injured now. Okay. You've still got some spells, haven't you? Run in and touch him.
Lava will be on sight.
Okay. Can we do that once more? Armor of Faith.
What?
Okay, how is he doing? He's badly injured now. Good. Things are starting to come ahead now. Let's do some more damage reduction. Here. He's dead now. Let's. Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa, okay. You are. Ooh. That's him. That's him. Oh.
Brave thou Philothili.
Here we go. There is a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Merwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about this soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though, even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. Oh, speaker to the restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that you can concentrate, that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Okay. So I can repair it, binding his soul as a warden, or allowing Merwald to pass from the world, or siphon knowledge from the connection. Be the warden. The frayed pieces twist and fuse, and as the bond strengthens, the fibers become metal, and the rope becomes a chain. You watch as Merwald's soul recedes into the floor, melding with it, spreading thin across it until it is one with the entire place, a silent guardian. Ooh, you've got a grimoire with some spells. Awesome. What else do you have? Primal Flame. This bright little flame leaps and sparks with magical energy. And what's that? Silver Lusker. Coins. Awesome. Take all.
Yes?
Boy, that was a tricky fight, wasn't it? The sickly sweet smell of rot rises from this half-eaten fruit. We've had loads of things happen in the quest log. I feel like we need to check the quest log. So the old Watcher. Okay, so that's just that. So never far from the Queen. What's that? Merwald told me that my friend entered Defiance. Speak with the steward in Caed Nua. Okay, fair enough. Did I get any other things here? Yeah. He wants to explore the ruins. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so we're doing okay. Don't know if we've got more questions than answers. But we've got chests.
I'll have this open in no time. It's done.
Yeah. 29 gold, now we're talking. There's the other chest.
I'll have this open in no time. It's done.
And more coins, excellent. Anything else? Yes, there is a table. A worn book lies on the table, its pages filled with nonsensical scrawls.
Yes?
To be fair, I've got the same right here. Nonsensical scrawls. Right. What time are we on? We're on 1 hour 20 minutes. I'll probably do it another 10 minutes.
Let's keep
before I
quiet.
have to go. 'Cause it's 10:30 now.
You cannot wit that older set? I don't want to discuss it.
What the hell did you just say? You kind of wit disorder? You kind of wit disorder, sir? Okay.
What?
Does that mean we need to talk to people?
If doubts and curiosity plague you, you're skidding your knuckles on the wrong door.
Let's keep moving. That can save and wait.
Yes? Poor Mayorwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
It may be my fate too. It may, but Mayorwald knew his curse, for all that he succumbed to it. Perhaps he gave you what you need to escape his fate. Let's seek out these ruins he mentioned. We may find something of use.
I'm here.
We may indeed. Right.
And what does the flame reveal?
The flame reveals bad things, like spiders. Oh, big spiders. Okay. It's not good because we're quite tired right now. You switch out to that one as well. Take that. Take that and party.
Hey.
Okay, time to attack. You're injured, you're near death.
I'm here.
Raised Alphilakili.
Okay, you're
Leave
him
it to
first. Okay, let's just move out the way, eh?
Good times. You're not getting through me.
I'm not getting through anyone because you're standing in the bloody doorway. Come on, there we go.
Attack!
There, right, that's one down. Get the big one. Splendid. Let's take the leg. Don't know what
I'm
for,
here.
but I'm sure it'll come in useful.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, now. Okay, let's... Ooh, boots. Boots of evasion. Very nice. Okay, let's take those. We could probably do with resting and reassessing our equipment status. Cobblestones and brick are bound to the rusted old cart by thick spider webs. Oh, I hate that sound. Whoa, okay. What the hell are you? Zarrips? Wilders. Okay, let's pull back before we're spotted. Righty-ho. Let's get the bows on. Right. Bowman 1. Bowman 2.
Hey.
Yes?
Fire. Can I get another shot in? No. Right. Let's switch back.
Yes?
Raised Alphilakili.
Bad. Okay, cool. No, we are going to have to... Ooh, heavy iron key. With a Daderan stamp. Well, that was interesting. What the hell is that fashion there? Ooh, sword. Fine rapier. Mighty fine rapier at that. Silverlusk. Take all. What is that? A shimmering wall of energy extends across the doorway like a curtain. It pulls forward movement with unnatural forces. Okay, so it's got some kind of barrier. Interesting. Perhaps the voice in that throne upstairs would know more. I think you're right. I'm also worried about, God almighty, all of our health. Can we camp? We can camp. Can we camp here? Yes. Yeah. Do the heal. You could probably do with the heal as well, but I can't actually select that, so damage it is. Yes. Heal. No, you do damage. And you do your own thing, clearly. Right, rest up. Because I'm a bit worried about all of that. You wake to the sensation of being shaken, and you open your eyes to see Ida standing over you, his hand jostling your shoulder. He looks concerned. Your eyes are heavy and your vision blurred, the vague unease of unremembered nightmares clouding your thoughts. You are not sure you slept at all the previous night.
Hey! Hey! You awake? Good. You were kind of thrashing around, eyes rolled back in your head. You were shaking. Trying to snap you out of it for a long time now. I was gonna have to get a bucket of cold water.
From around here?
You don't seem like you get much rest at night. You got those dark circles under your eyes.
Excuse me. Not lately. At night there were dreams and whispers.
Nice the Watcher thing, then. I'm sure it just takes some time to adjust is all. I'll try to let it sort itself out. But you'd better wake up faster next time. Trust me, you don't want that bucket of cold water.
You better wake up faster next time. Cheers for that, pal. Okay, good. We're all rested. We're in a good place right now. I think we're going to call it. So let's save it. Yeah, let's send it. Save it here in the dungeons. Yep. And there we go. I think we're going to end the stream here right now. We've got a couple of viewers, haven't we? So I think it'll only be right to send you onward somewhere. So let me see who's on. And if there's anyone who I know to send you on to. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you again, Death Feigning, for the follow. And obviously if you're watching on YouTube, VOD, or on Twitch, make sure you keep an eye out. Give us a follow.
I thought I was only given 6.
He's playing Dark Souls. Spraggy's playing poker. Yakuza 0 from Botchamania. Matthew Botch. Let's see what we should send you to. There's plenty actually, isn't there? Who should I send you over to? You can tell I don't do this a lot. Yeah, let's just send you over to Mafu. Let me see how we do that now. Let me copy his name. But yes, I hope you enjoyed that stream. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to try to get on with Traveller's Rest, because you know it's a pub and a pub's got to open St. Patrick's Day. But there is a possibility that I might not be able to get on. And if that happens, then that happens. I'm afraid that's just how it goes. But before I do that, I just want to quickly check something. Yep. So let's raid Mafu at Botchamania, who's playing Yakuza. Yakuza's an awesome game. Really enjoyed it. Copy paste. Yep, that's the one. And that's odd. That didn't work for me. Why has that not worked? It says I'm not logged into Twitch. That's hilarious, is it? 1 second, caller. For some reason it seems to have forgotten who I am. How very dare it. Okay, you know what? I'm clearly having issues. So I might have to leave it. Let's just try it like that. How odd, it's not actually recognised me. That's bizarre. Just waiting for a confirmation code. All this so I can bloody raid someone. There we go, right. Yeah. So if we do that. Yep, there we go. Right. Take care, everyone. Cheers for watching. I'll see you on the other side.
They're joking about, right? Might be reason enough to... Colonel MPK's ring with a magnificent party of one, which I think is him. I'm running because I think it's that big guy. Oh no, let's go around. Oh, good, the flipping. You tried watching a whole episode of Jam last week on stream. I just thought it was adorable. Yeah, Richie. Yeah. Oh, I love that bit. I had more, but they never. Sorry. Oh, that's okay, Colonel. No, by the way, I'm not like being bitter. I think it's funny.